What's up, nerds? My name's Sam, and this is the Painting Desk. And today I'm going to tell you I painted the Death Riders for the new Death Corps of Krieg models. Now, these models are really cool. They're super detailed, but I had a hard time figuring out the white flesh tone for the horses, so I thought I'd share how I painted that and share my recipe and process. So first off, I primed the horses with a light gray primer, or white, and I also primed the riders and the armor of the horses in black. Now, I was also working in sub-assemblies, and sub-assemblies are great for these models because they have so much detail and so many parts, so it's kind of hard to get into all the little nooks and crannies, so having a sub-assembly really makes that process so much easier. So starting off with the horses, I give them a base coat of Rakarth Flesh. Now, I use my airbrush for this just to save time, but you can use a base brush. I'll also point out that this guide, I used the airbrush a few times, but you can get by, if you don't have an airbrush, by using some cheap makeup brushes and applying a very, very light dry brush. These are just some cheap makeup brushes I got on Amazon.com, but you can probably get them on Walmart or wherever. And they work great for dry brushing for miniatures. I like using makeup brushes because they have these really fine bristles, so you can get a nice smooth powder coat kind of application as you're dry brushing over. Now, you're going to have some slight variation between the dry brushing and the makeup brushes versus using an airbrush. However, they both look okay, but I prefer the look of the airbrush as it's going to be a little bit smoother. So then once that base coat is dry, we're going to go over the entire horse flesh using Reikland Flesh shade. That's going to go on pretty heavy because we want it to kind of pool up in the recesses and get into all the nooks and crannies, as well as kind of tint the overall appearance. That's going to make the flesh look overall darker, but that's okay. We're going to build it back up. And once that wash is all dry, we can see we have some nice variation in tone between the flesh and the darker areas. But now we need to lighten it up and add a little bit more warmth to it. So with this, I'm going to be using Kislev Flesh. That's a nice lighter flesh tone. It's going to be a little bit lighter than that shaded Rakarth Flesh. And for this, I apply it with an airbrush with a zenithal top down, mainly just a very gentle spritz, just to kind of smooth out that wash a little bit and lighten up the raised areas. Now, again, if you don't have an airbrush, you can use a dry brush and you'll achieve a mostly similar result. Now, the key to applying the zenithal is to be far away and give it a light spritz and just kind of on and off, on and off. And what this will do is this will kind of create a light dusting from the top, and it'll be semi-transparent because we want to be able to see all the colors underneath each step. So we get a nice smooth transition between the darker and the lighter areas of the model. All right, once that's all dry, we're going to do the exact same thing again, but we're going to use an even lighter color and be a little bit more reserved on the application. And for this color, I'm going to use Pallid Wych Flesh. Now, once again, we're going to come in from the top with the zenithal spritz, and we're going to focus on just the most raised areas. So that's kind of like the upper legs of the horse, the neck, its rear end a little bit. Once again, if you don't have an airbrush, you can use a dry brush. And once that's all done, you can see we have a nice blend from dark to light. However, some of the darker areas are a little faded, and I'd like to make those a little bit more rich. So what I'm going to do is apply some targeted wash using a secret ingredient. Well, it's not really secret. It's Lahmian Medium. If you've never used Lahmian Medium before, this is a really easy way to get some really nice consistency for glazes. Now, all a glaze really is just a very thin down coat of paint that you can apply almost like a wash, and it'll kind of, you glaze it over the color, and it'll very slowly, through maybe a layer or two, build up a nice transition between the two colors. And what I like to do with these kind of medium paints that you can get, instead of using the paint pots from the Citadel, I like to put them in these dropper bottles. Now, the benefit to this is you can control the ratio of the mixture between medium and the paint by just dropping drops instead of having to do brush loads and constantly washing your brush in between switching from the medium and the paint. So using this Lahmian Medium, I'm going to mix 2 parts medium to 1 part Reikland Flesh shade, and we're going to go over very carefully on some of the more recessed areas on the horse. So kind of focusing on the cracks in the muscles on the legs and kind of blending that up. And I also want to make sure that we shade those ribs on the horse because it's a nice detail. It can really make it stand out and add some interesting variation to the model. And once that's all dry, you can see we have a really nice blend between the dark and the light. And we have a nice medium blend using that flesh tone that's been glazed down so it's not so heavy and intense. Now we're going to do a similar technique, but on the highlights. So I'm going to take, once again, 2 parts Lahmian Medium and 1 part Pallid Wych Flesh. And we're going to go over and glaze just focusing on the highest, most raised areas on the horse's flesh. And what this is going to do is it's going to make the lighter Pallid Wych Flesh highlights even more intense. So we get a nice, intense bright on the highlights, and then we have that nice dark Reikland Flesh shade in the recesses, and then everything in between. So we get a nice transition from extreme light to extreme dark. And this is going to make the miniature really pop. And then once that's all dry, we have the main color of the skin done, but now it's time to do something about the legs, because the legs, they kind of have that irritated, inflamed flesh kind of tone. So what I do for this is I use 1 part Bugman's Glow and 3 parts Lahmian Medium. Just apply this very carefully from the knee down all the way to the foot and letting it really pool in there. I'm careful not to apply it too heavy, and if you need to add a little bit more, you can do another very thin coat. Once that's all dry, it's starting to look really nice. But now let's make that skin look a little bit more inflamed and add some more color and make this look a little bit more interesting. And for that, I'm going to use a shade Carabourg Crimson. This is a nice crimson red wash, and you can apply it to the horse's feet. And this time I'm going to start from the feet and kind of work my way up to about halfway between the knee and the foot. So kind of like half the distance that we did the Bugman's Glow. And what this will do is it'll create a nice transition from the warm red tones to the Bugman's Glow and then up to the normal fleshy tone. I also apply the Carabourg Crimson on the brand on the horse's rear end, as well as on its neck where some of those tubes are hooking in to make the skin look a little bit more inflamed and irritated. Once that's all dry, you can see we have a nice blend. And we're going to just tie this all together with a final dry brush of Rakarth Flesh over the legs. And this will kind of add a nice highlight over the raised areas on the legs and just kind of tie the whole thing together. And then after that, I just go ahead and start painting the rest of the horse. So like the leather and the saddle, that's just Doombolt brown with a little bit of Agrax Earth shade to add some leather tones. I do like some brown for the mane and the tail and just give it a nice wash. And then using my airbrush, I tried to quickly paint up the rest of the riders. Now, my Death Corps of Krieg army has kind of like a dark forest green for the coats, and I use a dark gray, like Eshin gray or Corvus black for the armor panels. And these paint up fairly quickly. However, there's still a lot of small details on these models that ended up taking me a lot longer than I was anticipating. I gotta say, I really like the way these Death Riders turned out. And I'm really happy with the way that the light flesh looks on the skin. And I was kind of trying to follow the box art to figure out exactly how they did it. And I don't know if this is exactly how they did it, but I think it looks really good and it looks really close. And it was fairly easy to do once you get the process down. And I was able to whip out a batch of 10 horses in a pretty quick amount of time, especially using the airbrush. So if you don't have an airbrush, I would really suggest trying to get into that because it's a great way for base coats. And you can do some of these zenithal techniques and it'll really accelerate your painting as well as add some really nice end finish results. Well, I hope you liked this video and I hope you found it useful and helpful, and hopefully it'll make painting your Death Riders a little bit easier. All right, well, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. And we'll take a look at some nice close-ups of the finished product.